Hi, my name's Bill Schaeffer, and I have another book review tonight. It's called Phoenix Rising, No Eyes Vision of Change to Come by Mary Summer Rain. This is a story that was supposed to happen around 1983 and was published in 1987. Mary Summer Rain goes to visit No Eyes, an old Indian shaman woman, every weekend. This occurs somewhere in the middle of America near aspen groves in the mountains. No Eyes, through the course of the book, slowly reveals future Earth changes to come. These are a series of natural disasters that people will succumb to, and the final cataclysmic nuclear war, and then after that there'll be a peaceful resolution and a new way of living on Earth. The book is a little difficult to read because it's primarily a conversation between two women that are close friends, and one is a mentor. In some ways, the book reads a little bit like a romance novel to me. But nevertheless, it's a fascinating book, and the series of steps that are laid out of the future changes correspond to opinions that I have about the future. All in all, an interesting book. Beginning, the first change will be economic disaster, with unemployment, bankruptcy, people losing their homes, factory work being shipped overseas, lack of money, and runaway credit. Now, this was written in the mid-1980s. The next step, and these are series of stages that occur as the phoenix is rising, the famous mythological bird from history that rises out of its own ashes. The next step, too, is an increase in natural disasters, floods, devastation in California, bigger tornadoes, bigger hurricanes, and a green hue in the atmosphere. If you see a green color in the sky, you'll know that we're in these end times, these end changes. Next, the third point will be there will be a lot more airplane disasters, shipping, and train accidents. Then there'll be an increase in freak deaths and accidents, and an increase in murder and suicides. Finally, there will be the fifth step, which is a discord between nations. There'll be an arms escalation, big economic differences between nations, a lot of little undeclared wars, an increase in terrorism. There will also be, the sixth point is spiritual unrest. There'll be political church actions where churches will act politically, and there will be UFO sightings. There will be government intervention in churches and in cults, and there will be a widespread acceptance of the paranormal. The seventh stage that we'll see will be nuclear accidents. There will be 2 catastrophic meltdowns. There'll be leaking nuclear dump sites and more toxic waste in general. The eighth point will be an increase in civil unrest. There will be people's revolts and resistance. There'll be draft evasion. And finally, nuclear war. There'll be a worldwide nuclear exchange. After this, the ninth point is will be massive revolts in the government. There'll be taxation refusals, war resistance. Finally, major upheavals within governments themselves. And all these 9 steps will lead finally to an age of peace. The final age of peace will be marked by equality between all peoples, vegetarianism, and an end to eating animals. There'll be a rise of the Indian nation, and generally, people will adopt the North American Indians' way of living in the world. There'll be a change in construction, and people will live in circular houses. And there will be a more peaceful domestic life on Earth for everyone. All in all, Phoenix Rising is an interesting book, and they lay out several steps that seem to be already occurring and seem to be a natural progression of the trajectory we've been on for the past 100 years. I heartily recommend Phoenix Rising by Mary Summer Rain. Thank you, and leave your comments below.